podcast. We've missed you, and I know you've missed us as well. And we're very blessed to have not one, but two guests today. For those that don't know, cancer is a disease that is very close to my life, having lost too many friends and family to its devastating clutches. 2 weeks ago, my best friend, and also, of course, one of Corey's great friends as well, passed away after a 3-year battle. Mike was his name, and he was my concert junkie. He's my friend who I traveled all over North America for epic shows. And so this episode of Rent Estate Rocks is very well timed and quite a key combination of 4 very different people coming together for 2 common interests: cancer research and, of course, rock and roll. That's what we're here for. Guest A1 is Steve Brown, a fabulously accented Scottish gent, a lifelong musician and the Highlander who launched RushFest Scotland in 2014, inspired by his late songwriting partner Angie, who passed away from cancer in 2016. He's produced and performed on a great number of Neil Peart tribute albums, and to date, the events in his albums, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong with this number, has raised over $265,000 Canadian for cancer charities. And guest A2, Paul, pronounce it for me.
Beaulieu.
There we go. Who all in Canada you should know if you don't already. He's the founder of the Canadian music scene, a longtime Rush historian, and a very, very famous Rush superfan. He has interviewed the band members many times. Road Crew chronicled Rush's rise to the Canadian and international media. Paul is much more than a superfan. He is the driving force in preserving Rush's history, uniting fans globally, and championing many meaningful charitable causes along the way, and of course in the band's memory. Welcome to the show, Steve and Paul. Thank you so much for being on. Love it.
Hey, hi Sheldon. Pleased to meet you, man. And first of all, I'm really sorry for your loss, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you mentioned Angie in the introduction as well. So she was a close friend and a co-songwriter of mine for many years.
Yeah.
So
Condolences to you as well. Cancer's a common. It's just this common thread that most people
way too common.
Have. You know, and unfortunately it takes people just way too young. We are very recent, for us. We just had the celebration of life last weekend. So it's tough. So to be able to do this podcast and to have the two of you on, very meaningful, obviously for us, especially with, raising $250,000 for the cancer.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Now that number is accurate. That is correct.
Yes, I double checked today after doing the conversion. It's like £157,000, which converts to about 293 Canadian.
Okay, I thought that was like 8 million Canadian. Yeah. It's actually 4 million Vietnamese dong. Okay,
4 billion. All right. 4 billion.
Which works out to, that's about 18,000 Irish pints of Guinness, I believe, if we're doing some metric system.
Exactly.
17 bushels of onions, and if you're from the island of PEI, that is 18 trucks of potatoes.
There we go.
There we go.
And even better in Highland terms, it's probably at least 4,000 cases of Macallan, right? Scotch.
Now you're talking.
That's good stuff.
Okay.
That's awesome.
But who's gonna miss one?
So to start, we have a whole host of questions for you, but I have to share a story with you because it's my favorite Rush story, if you don't mind. I'm sitting right now here in mid-Toronto, and about 15-minute walk from here, my best friend lived on Duggan Avenue growing up, and on the other side of the fence, we would often talk to Neil Peart, who lived directly next door. And we were kids. Like I think I must have been 8, 9, 10 years old. It was around the time Tom Sawyer was a big hit. And we would talk to him. And it was pretty amazing. And I went to school with his daughter even. And I asked him one time, remember we asked him, so what's it like being famous, walking down the street? People come up to you, what does that look like? And he says, well, it's funny. People come up to me all the time and say, hey, you're Neil Peart. And he'd say, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
And sorry, I'm not. No, and he'd walk away, right? You know where this is going.
Oh, yes.
And I wasn't lying to them because my name is Neil Peart.
Peart.
So,
yes,
Peart. Peart.
But
it's not Peart. And so I've known that from a young age. So anytime I hear someone say Neil Peart or Peart, I know it's wrong. So and he was just
well done. I was listening to you say it 2 or 3 times. I thought, oh shit, I'm going to pick this guy up on that.
That isn't one of the trivia questions.
Yeah. Oh,
no.
damn.
Yeah.
I've got one. I've got one.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So for those listening at home or watching whatever you're doing, we have some questions, but then we have curated this list of what we think as very high-end super fan Rush trivia questions. So we'll get to those just after.
Putting the pressure on us, Steve.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, like if you guys are hundreds, we're 38 to 40s.
I think they got this.
Yeah, like certainly fans, but I mean, from our perspective, they're amazingly difficult. From your perspective, they might be easy. We don't know, right? And we might have people. So let's see. So anybody that's on this comment, how did we do on this trivia question? So, so for both of you, question for both of you. Who are, because I want to get to know you guys just a little bit. Who are your top 3 favorite bands? It doesn't have to be in any order. Your top 3 favorite bands, and why are all of them Rush?
I was gonna say excluding Rush or including, yeah. I'd definitely say Queen was definitely one of my favorite. I thought Freddie Mercury is one of the best frontmen there ever has been, period.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
Yeah, he was just unbelievable. I'm a big prog guy, so I put Dream Theater in there, and Steve Wilson, of course, Porcupine Tree. Those are definitely stuff I listen to all the time. Being a drummer, Gavin Harrison, now that Neil's passed, rest in peace, Neil, that Gavin's pretty well filled his shoes for me he's unbelievable, just how good he is. And I just never get tired of watching him play. And I've been fortunate to meet him a few times, and he's a nice guy too on top of it. So yeah, I would say Porcupine Tree, Queen, and Dream Theater would be bands I listen to quite a bit. Yeah,
I'm a big Dream Theater fan. Just saw them here in Toronto just a couple months ago or 3 months
ago.
Well,
you and I would have passed ways. Yeah.
We might have. Yeah. I was. No, it was a fabulous show. I was on the floor, and I'm not that tall of a guy at 5'8". So I was relying on the screens quite a bit, but I could still see Portney as much as I needed to. And
there you go.
That's all that matters for me, right? So
yeah.
Steve?
Well, myself, I'm obviously Rush number 1, and 2 it'd be Stephen Wilson / Porcupine Tree. They've completely taken over. I used to travel a lot to see Rush play around the world, and was it probably 2 years ago now? I flew across to see Porcupine Tree playing Radio City Music Hall in New York. And then it was the Met in Philadelphia, and then Anthem in DC. I just did myself, and it was like, for one, I was amazed how close those cities were. There's a couple hours each apart on the train. I mean, I'm 5 hours on the train to Glasgow from where I am.
Wow.
So it's like, and the distance probably isn't that great. It's just the railway service is so shit. But, Stephen Wilson and Porcupine Tree, I can watch those guys, every night on the same tour. That Stephen Wilson is a genius. And third at the moment, I'm going to say it's quite an obscure new band from Holland, the Netherlands, called, I think it's pronounced Heaven, but it's spelt Haevn. So it might be Heaven.
Well, if you take maybe like Enema by Tool, which is AE,
yes,
and sometimes they pronounce it Enema. So maybe it's Haven. It could be Haven.
It could be Haven. Yeah.
What else?
Heaven.
What else can we use?
They're very they're proggy, but they're more like ambient pop. But it's just like beautiful. I mean, I'm a vinyl guy, so to hear that stuff on a fresh slab of vinyl, it's just a beautiful experience. So that those guys, I've yet to see them live. They've got 2 or 3 albums out at the moment, and it's just a beautiful listening experience.
I think Metallica did what is it, Lux Eterna, right? Which is also AE,
great song.
Right? So,
great song.
So I'm trying to think of the AE samples of music in my crazy repertoire of useless knowledge.
There's another great band I saw. I didn't see them this time, but I saw them a couple years ago as Metallica. Great concert. Yep.
Corey and I went to Montreal, right near the beginning of the M72 tour. So that's when they were fresh. That was unbelievable.
Oh, it was epic.
That was absolutely epic. So great. So
I always have time for Metallica.
Yeah,
always. That's true. Yeah.
Steve, are you still active in your Rush tribute band?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's my main job.
Yeah? Oh, there you go. What part of the trio are you?
Yeah, it's a trio. I'm the guitarist.
Okay.
That's what I've done the last 32 years or whatever. That's been my full-time job, just playing mainly pubs and clubs and weddings. That's been my job for a while. There's actually friends of mine in Edinburgh, which is about 150 miles away. They formed a Rush tribute band called the Tobes of Hades. I don't know if you guys get that one. I'm throwing you guys a bit of trivia. So where does that name come from? The Tobes of Hades?
Tobes of Hades.
Which album?
Okay, it's the first line of Bytorn. Of course, it's the first line from Bytorn. It's no dog.
It's the first line of Bytorn. Yeah, of course.
This is kind of.
I wanted to know if you knew. I mean, that's
exactly.
Oh yeah.
Can we swear on this show?
No, we're good.
Fuck no. Sorry.
Okay, excellent. Well, it's a fucking great name. But when I joined them, I mean, they're only doing 2 or 3 gigs a year. They were just doing it as a hobby, and I thought I could do that because I'm not, it wouldn't interfere with my paying gigs. And I've always managed the bands I've been in, so I just went in and was like, guys, great name, but let's make it a bit more accessible to the casual Rush fan. So we changed it to Moving Pictures, which is Rush's biggest selling.
Yes.
So there we go. So that was.
Now I know what that is. Yeah, that's the small film things where you would crank it and the pictures would move and like animation stuff, right? Yeah.
You got it, man. You got it.
The little guy.
I thought it was
the guy with the piano would play the music, right?
Yeah. I thought it was good-looking girls carrying pitchers of beer around. Isn't that Moving Pictures?
Moving Pictures. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually, I think, one of my favorite slot machines at the casino. So, but
just a quick interesting note is this is I didn't even know this about Steve and Tobes of Hades is my band. They let me name my band where I was playing younger, and I came up with Nemesis. And again, that's Bytorn the Snow Dog. His nemesis is waiting at the gate. So this is weird. All these years later, we started on a band that we both
came out the Bytorn.
Bytorn the Snow Dog.
Yeah.
Right?
So Corey, basically what they're saying is that I think our trivia questions might have to be revamped. They might not be heard.
I don't think they're gonna have any issues.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. So
we're having the two of you on today, obviously to help promote RushFest. This is the inaugural RushFest here in Toronto.
Yeah.
At Massey Hall, exactly 10 years after Rush's last show in Los Angeles, if I remember correctly. And so Paul, as a super fan, because Steve's been doing all the talking, you are, as a music journalist as well, you're somebody that understands a lot of the emotion behind the headlines and the stories. So what does it mean to you personally to be doing this event on the anniversary of that 10-year date of the show?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, to me, just keep
I'm just kidding.
To me, just keeping the spirit alive. I mean, I used to help out with RushCon, which is one of the first big fan conventions that I think there were 16 shows, 16 versions of RushCon, and I used to help sponsor and help the girls run it. And now with RushFest Scotland and Rush Family Reunion and stuff like that, it is just fascinating to see how many Rush fans are still out there. And how many it's still pertinent to thousands, if not tens of maybe millions of Rush fans, just love to celebrate the band. So for us to be able to do this show in Massey Hall, where All the World the Stage course was recorded, it's famous. It's a famous Canadian venue. It was famous to Rush fans. And like I say, 10 years after the last show in LA, which I was at, and it's I think it's great. I think we're looking forward to hopefully entertain a lot of people. We've got a lot of special guests, and I'm just looking forward to it. And we appreciate you guys' times and people like you to help promote it, and hopefully you there.
Of course, drop some names. Who's some of the big people that you're really excited to have?
We got family members coming. We got Sally Svijanovich, Lifeson, of course, right? And we have Neil Peart's sisters, Judy and Nancy, coming. We have Terry Brown. We all know Terry, of course, produced the first 9 Rush albums and a couple live albums. Hugh Syme, who did all the artwork for the Rush albums. And Jonathan Dinklage. He was part of the Clockwork Angels string ensemble. And on the R40 tour, if Ben Mink wasn't doing it, he would have played Losing It on the violin. And he was over in Scotland a couple of years ago and played with Steve's band, and it was fantastic. So
Amazing.
It's going to be a highlight. That's really going to be a highlight.
Yeah.
Jacob
no relation to Peter Dinklage.
Yeah. That's his brother. Yeah.
No, so there you go.
Yes, there is a relationship. Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. So that being said, here in Toronto, are there tickets left for the Massey Hall show?
Yeah, we still have a fair bit. It's a big venue.
Yeah.
We're doing okay, but it's a big venue. We could always use some more sales for sure. Yeah.
Do you have to be? Would you say you have to be a hardcore Rush fan to enjoy it, or is it good for the casual fan?
Boy, that's a good question.
I would say the Friday. If you're a casual Rush fan, you're going to love it. If you're a more hardcore, you're going to really love it, because the Friday night includes a few like new arrangements. Like Jonathan, without giving too much away, Jonathan Dinklage has done his, like solo string arrangements of a couple of Rush songs. And Jacob Moon, do you know Jacob Moon? He's
of him, yes. Yep.
You know, he did a version of Subdivisions back in, I think it was 2008, which went viral among the Rush community. More like an acoustic with looper kind of thing going on.
Yep.
And he's actually played for the Rush guys themselves when they were at the Neil Lifeson Park opening ceremony, and I think he was at the Governor Awards ceremony as well. Paul,
he was at Canadian Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So Rush actually asked him to play his version of Subdivision. Says that song was nominated into the Canada Songwriters Hall of Fame. So he's got a pretty good pedigree there, with the boys themselves asking him to personally play it. And that's when he got. That's when he got Neil to say Subdivisions. One of his highlights during the song is he's singing the song and he puts a little mic up and he plays it, and it's Neil going Subdivisions. So it's pretty cool. Nice. And I was there. I saw it get recorded. So it is really Neil.
Well, it's awesome. Wow. Well, I can tell you this. You've sold at least 2 tickets.
Okay.
Podcast.
There we go.
Yeah, there's going to be like different arrangements during the evening, and then at the end of the Friday night, there'll be a full set of full band. Trying to do as close as we can to the original versions.
I mean, I was hoping to get the tickets for free, but you know.
Oh, come on, buddy.
Oh, we're still there. We can
charity, man. It's for charity.
It's for charity. It's for charity. Is that better be wine there you're drinking?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, I'll start afterwards. Yeah, mine's I'm just straight vodka.
Oh, right.
I guess, you know.
Yeah, straight vodka. There we go.
Yeah.
Already had a glass.
New sponsor by Great Value Natural Spring Water. So
yes, charity. All the money from this weekend, or the whole RushFest Canada, is going to Sunnybrook.
Brain cancer. It used to be the Gord Downey Brain Cancer Research Fund, and Rush donated to it when they won some of one of their millions of awards, and they took the money and they doubled it and they donated it to the Gord Downey Brain Cancer Research Fund, and that's why I picked this one, is because they did it. But now Sunnybrook has kind of dropped the Gord Downey part. So that's why it's just the Brain Cancer Research Fund at Sunnybrook. But all the money that we make, and we've got some items for an auction I'll be posting soon, it will go directly to the charity. Yeah,
that's awesome.
You know, something that I've thought about is what an incredible coincidence, I think you would call it, because it's certainly not a conspiracy, how two of some of the most iconic Canadian artists, right, with Gord Downey, obviously the Tragically Hip, and Rush, right, clearly the Tragically Hip being Canada's darlings, right, I mean, you know, and Rush being Canada's greatest export band, you know, blah blah blah, aside from Celine Dion best-selling, right? And maybe Shania Twain, I guess, right? But so both of them passing from a brain disease.
Yeah, the glioblastoma. Yeah.
And then Neil's brother, he
Danny,
recently he recently passed away as well.
He was due to come to Scotland this year. We met him a couple of times when we played in Toronto before. And he asked to come to Scotland, and we said, "Well, of course, you know, anytime." But then sadly, he passed away before we had our event this year.
Unbelievable. But that's what this event is for, and it's an incredible time with incredible people, and to raise hopefully an incredible amount of money.
We're definitely working on it.
Yeah. I mean, Sunnybrook, Sunnybrook Hospital obviously is one of the greatest in Canada. And just an unbelievable charity, and I'm so excited that this is the first inaugural year, and I hope of which is many to come. So anybody that's around, buy the tickets. Tickets are available where?
RushFest Canada, all one word, .ca. And you'll see we have a little poster on there that shows who's playing on the Friday, who's playing on the Saturday, and a little ticket link below that. And it goes through Massey Hall.
Yeah, fabulous.
And for anybody might be thinking, I might put it off till next year. We're just going to see how this one goes before we book another one. So none of us are getting any younger.
Yeah.
So don't think, I'll just go to the next one. No, there may not be another one.
Yeah, I grew these gray hairs in my beard just for you guys.
Exactly.
There we go.
I didn't want to feel left out. So okay, so
on a quick interesting note, we have Mike Dixon, who is famous in the St. Catharines area. He's a musician. He'll be playing in the All-Star Band on Saturday, but also making an appearance on Friday. I don't know if you know the album cover, Moving Pictures, when they're moving pictures, and they have the guy in the red jumper that has the big mustache.
And that's him.
That's Mike Dixon. He's coming out.
That's
and then our other special guest is a guy whose ass has pretty well been on a lot of records and on stamps and everything else. Is Bob King. He is the Starman. So Bob will be out there too. And that's great. They mingle around with the crowd. They have some amazing stories, take pictures. So
they're they keep pants on, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Or Willie. Oh.
Well, I mean, and a great ass. I mean, it's fabulous.
Oh, there you go.
It's probably one of the more iconic ones in rock music history. I would say. I don't know if that's what he wants to be known.
There you go. That's another couple of tickets there for sure.
Yeah, there you go. Another couple of tickets. Yeah.
All the pot aficionados. Yeah.
No. We're getting the ladies out now. Girls, Starman. He'll be there too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Appearing in the Champagne Lounge.
All welcome. Any
welcome.
Sexuality.
Do we have a funny story? Do you want me to tell them the story about Betty?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Betty Peart, Neil's mom, she has Rush stuff, and if anything out there that has the Starman on it, she actually puts a pair of shorts over his ass.
Oh, that's funny.
She does red sparkly shorts, so
shorts over top of his butt, right? So because she doesn't want to see the naked butt there. So
that's
great.
Well, I'm a St. Catharines kid as well. Neil in Port Dalhousie, actually a few doors down from a very good friend of mine. I didn't know the family. I didn't know them, but yeah, we are hometown people. So
did either you guys go to a night for Neil the concert a couple of years ago?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't here. I couldn't make it. So I think Mike and I were in San Francisco when that was going on. So I couldn't make it for the night. So wanted to though, but
that was an incredible event. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely.
We're gonna make up for it by going to RushFest.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
For sure.
Okay, let's do some trivia.
Let's get some trivia going here. Because I know you guys, we appreciate your time today, and I know you're jumping all over the podcast world.
Okay, so these are amazingly curated pieces of trivia that I thought that I would find difficult. But we're about to find out how difficult and maybe also how big of a super fan you guys are, because you'll tell us at the end whether you get the questions or not, if they were difficult or not. So we shall be judge, lest not ye be judged. So Corey,
I'll hit the first one. Yeah. So what was the name of the short-lived band Geddy Lee played in with Gary Cooper and Al Morrison before joining Alex Lifeson and what would become Rush?
Wow.
That's a pretty deep question, I would think.
That is overdue, Paul.
I know Neil played in a band called Herin, but I have no idea what Geddy's. You got me on that one.
Can we give
I know Neil played in a band called JR Flood. That's another one.
Yeah.
That's Neil too, also. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about Geddy.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I know everything about Neil, but don't know enough about Geddy. Yeah, we don't. You got to stop that one.
Hey, we got one.
Okay, right out of the gate. The Projection.
The projection. Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
that rings a bell from his book, actually. I think he mentions that in his book, doesn't he?
There you go.
Ah,
Yeah.
There you go.
We went deep on that one. Let's see what
Have
else.
you guys
we
read the book? Have you guys read Getty's book?
I have read Getty's book. I've read Neil's as well. So
It's incredible, isn't it? Getty's. I read it, and the audio book is highly recommended. Getty's a great narrator. It's a wonderful book.
it yeah, no, I haven't done the audio version. I've read it, so which is already a miracle for me. People know that I'm a notorious non-reader. So
we do the full Getty immersion.
Yeah, there you go. In the song Cygnus X1, Book 2 Hemispheres, what is the name of the city that the protagonist passes through on his journey between the realms of Apollo and Dionysus?
Holy crap.
I'm shit with lyrics, man.
Ship the Rocinantes wheeling through the galaxies. Shit. North of Pegasus. It's not Pegasus, is it?
Close.
It's not far off.
It's close.
This is embarrassing, Steve. That's it.
It's gonna be Greek. It's
Greek.
okay. Olympus. It is Olympus.
Olympus, yes.
Olympus.
City of Gold. City of Gold. Yeah. Okay. We're 0 for 2, Steve.
All right.
No, 0-2. That's okay.
We have 5 questions.
The gig's off, guys. The gig's off.
I think we have 5 questions. You still got time to make it up.
It's fine. You got time.
Let's go to moving pictures. During the recording of Moving Pictures, Alex Lifeson used a rare guitar for the solo on Limelight, a Gibson ES-355 with a unique finish. What was the specific name of that finish?
The
ES-355. I have one.
Yeah.
You have one.
Yeah, we've got one as well. That's the white, is it? Well,
it's a white one, yeah.
He sprayed it himself, did he not? And I don't know if he played that on that album. That was mainly Stratocaster on the album. But I'll take your word for it.
It's just the solo. It's just
the solo on Limelight.
But that doesn't have the whammy bar. I'm not convinced that's right. Because the ES-355 only has like a vibrola. And if you hear Limelight, there's a huge big, I play it. There's a huge dive bomb.
Okay.
And you can't do that in a 355.
Interesting.
But anyway,
Wow.
I'll say Alpine White. I'll say Alpine White. For the finish.
It apparently is wine red.
A 355? No, it would have been a 335, not the 355.
No,
355 is definitely white. Steve and I both have a copy.
Hey, Paul, let's not argue with the questions. Those guys have looked this up. We're
going to have to look this up. Okay.
Well, no, I know Alex has a. Alex has
white one might have a good whammy on it.
Yeah. Alex has a red 335. That's why I was thinking it might be that. But
okay, Paul, shoot him a text.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Alex,
okay, we got. See if he comes back in 10 minutes. Let's find out.
I know that'll be interesting. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go on to the next one. What pseudonym did Neil Peart often use when checking into hotels during tours to maintain his privacy?
That's Pratt, isn't it?
No.
There's Bubba, but that's too well known as well. It'll be
Yep.
That's
you got it.
Going for.
You got it. It was
Bubba.
Yeah. It was Bubba Gump.
Bubba. Okay. Yeah.
Bubba Gump. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Good.
We were speaking to a friend of ours, Martin from Argentina. He's well known in the kind of the wider Rush fan community. He appears in a lot. He's in the front row of all the live DVDs. He's always there. He's coming on to RushFest Canada. He's been to a few RushFest Scotlands. He's a lovely, lovely guy. He is on another podcast just recently. Oh, what's the podcast? I think it's Rush Rash.
Aptly named.
Rush Rash. Yeah, it was a great podcast. They do stuff weekly. But I've known Martin. We've known Martin for years. Paul, you've known him for decades. But to hear him on this podcast actually telling his Rush story, we've never really had time to talk about it. It is fascinating. He spent time with Neil, became friends with Neil, and it all started off because in Argentina he was translating Rush's lyrics into Spanish for Argentina, and that Rush's management got wind of this, so they said, "Look, anytime you're in Toronto, come to the offices." And then whenever he was going to gigs, he got backstage passes, and then over the years he never abused the getting all these freebies. he became friends with Neil, and he said Neil did have a habit of giving people nicknames.
Yeah.
The nickname he gave for Martin, Paul, I don't know if you've heard this one. They were actually in Finland walking along some street waiting to get or they were going to go to a ferry or somewhere in Scandinavia for gigs. And Martin walked past a wedding boutique bridal shop, and there's a big sparkly dress. And for some reason, Neil just saw Martin looking at this dress, whatever, and Neil said, "Oh, you look really good in that, Dorothy." So Martin's nickname for Martin for the rest of the time was Dorothy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So Neil was a hell of a man for giving people nicknames, you know? Yeah.
Fabulous.
Awesome.
All right, let's go next.
Another one. Yeah, I think they might get this one. Let's see. Provided we have the right answers, of course.
I've got one.
Yeah.
Which Rush album had an alternative track listing on its original South Korean vinyl release? And which song was removed from that version?
Ooh.
Is you serious?
You can get one of the two. How's that?
Yeah, well,
The
I know
album
that
and the song.
2112 for a different cover because they took the red star off the front of it.
Yeah, but this is more the track listing itself.
But the track listing,
the song
it's
list.
later. It's something like I'm going to say Grace
Passage
Under...
to Bangkok?
No,
If it went to Korea, Passage to Bangkok, I don't know. Yeah.
I mean that would make sense.
That's a good thought, but no, yeah.
I saw that. I read about this.
Taishan? No.
All right,
No.
what's the answer, Cord?
Albums Permanent Waves and Jacob's Ladder.
Ooh.
I thought you guys would get that one.
Jacob's Ladder was removed.
Yeah. For the Korean version. Yep. That's why I thought you'd get that. Yeah.
What is there a reason given for that?
That's a really good question. Maybe too much religious intonation for them. We're not sure.
Could be.
Yeah.
We need William. We have a buddy, William. He used to do some of our quizzes for RushFest Scotland, but they were so difficult. Like people would get 1 out of 100. Right? So
Yeah,
he probably know all these. Yeah,
I think he gave the guys these questions, Paul. Come on.
I think
I think maybe were there your new question writers?
Yeah, that's a shout out for William Wins.
Yeah.
Shout out for William Winsborough from Cowden.
We will work for Scotch and Guinness. It's fine.
Indeed.
Yeah, no money. Yeah, only for charity.
Oh, speaking of which, RushFest Scotland, we produced a whiskey in Neil's honour 2 or 3 years ago, and I'll be bringing a couple of bottles over with me.
My goodness!
One will be in the auction.
Oh wow!
It's called the Professor.
Of course.
Wow.
The main cask is sold out now, but I've still got a few bottles left that have been signed by Hugh Syme and Betty Peart, because Hugh designed all the artwork for it. You know, so you'll see that at the event.
Does it make you smarter? Like, is that why?
Oh, absolutely! It's cask strength, man.
15-year-old.
54% sherry cask. Space side.
Well, it's 108 proof.
It's lovely. To me, it actually tastes better than the Macallan.
Okay,
We
got 2 questions left. I know you're avoiding them. It's fine. Okay, now this one I think might be a layup for you. Okay,
I think this one is too.
What was the name of the original drummer before John Rutsey, who briefly played with Geddy and Alex in one of the earliest pre-Rush incarnations? So the drummer before Rutsey.
Over to you, Paul.
Well, no idea. Yeah.
Now we don't know how much. It could have been like 2 gigs or
Well, we know Alex formed the band, didn't he? So I thought he formed it with John.
With John, yeah. Well, was it part of the Rush lineup or just a pre-band, like before they became Rush?
Well, he played with Geddy and Alex, so I would assume that it was the very early version of Rush.
Wow, I know the bass player, Jeff Jones. I know Jeff actually personally. But the bass player I got. It's pretty bad as a drummer. I don't know the drummer, but I know the bass player. Right? Yeah.
I'm going to say Mike Dixon. I'm going to give one to Mike Dixon.
All right, Lindsey King.
Well, that rings a bell.
Okay. Yeah.
Lindsey King.
Wow.
But by the way,
obscure. We went obscure.
If any of these people are listening, please, message us. Get us at Red Estate Rocks. Let us know.
We'd love to have Lindsey King on the podcast.
Yeah. I'd hate to find out if Lindsey King has passed on, but Okay, last question.
Okay, last one here, and
you guys are doing great.
Oh yeah,
We're having fun at least. That'll do.
yeah.
That's all that matters.
Involving another Canadian band. So Geddy Lee performed vocals on a track for the 1982 Max Webster album, Universal Juveniles.
Yeah.
What is the name of that track?
Battle Scars.
Battle Scars.
And what is the connection to Rush?
They're all on it.
Well, Max Webster opened up for Rush quite often, and Kim Mitchell's a good friend of the band. Yeah.
You guys nailed that one.
Well, that part was the key of that part was what's the connection is that all of them are on it, right?
Yeah,
that's the cool part. Yeah.
And actually, I was at a Andy Kim Christmas show. I don't know how many years ago, and Kim and Alex were on as guest artists, and they actually played Battle Scars, which was pretty cool. Yeah,
amazing.
The Andy Kim show. Holy shit!
Yeah, the Andy Kim. Yeah, well, Andy
he still
Kim's
does
like
it. He still does it every year. Yep.
Yeah,
Andy
every
Kim
year.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I covered it 2 years ago. I got a lot of great pictures of Alex and all the bands together, and it was at Massey Hall actually too, right? And yeah, so it's pretty neat to watch Alex play with all these guys, and it's so funny just like everybody just so admires him, right? I mean, everybody comes over and stands beside him, and they all laugh and all that stuff, and it's just to see how well he's respected by the rest of the artists in Canada and that, right? So yeah, and he was playing his white Les Paul with his new Lurks amp, right? And it was so it was pretty good. Yeah.
It wasn't wine red.
It wasn't a wine red. Yeah.
No,
not wine red. We have to look into that one. Speaking of Kim Mitchell, I'm a massive Kim Mitchell. I actually prefer his soul stuff to the Max Webster stuff. You know.
Oh yeah.
And I bucket list this time. Well, yeah, it was last August. I came across and I saw him at, is it called the Key at Bala?
The Key to Bala.
Yeah. Oh, what a show! What a show!
Great.
It is the northern, middle of nowhere, outdoor, little bit larger version of the Horseshoe, is what the Key to Bala is, right?
Yeah,
so,
it's wonderful.
Yeah. Unbelievably
was
iconic.
up there. We stayed with Terry Brown, met up with a couple of friends, got really drunk.
One of us did. One of us had to drive. So yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Thanks for coming back for me at 3 a.m. in the pitch black. Holy shit! But
it is black up there, isn't it?
Well, in Bala, it's black. Yeah, there's no.
Yeah. So what's the current connection between Kim Mitchell and RushFest Canada?
He's gonna be there. No, I don't know.
Nope. Oh, we love him. I don't think I've actually got around to asking him. But anyway, the drummer in the Kim Mitchell band at the moment, Dave Langeth, an amazing. He plays in Permanent Waves, and those guys are headlining this Saturday at RushFest Canada.
Amazing.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Awesome. He plays. He's on Kim's band. He plays the drums. Yeah. Well, Kim, Terry's working on getting Kim to sign a guitar for us too for the auction.
Oh yeah, you've got really cool sign stuff, haven't you, Paul?
Yeah. So Big Wreck, I'm really good friends with the band Big Wreck. I don't know if you heard of them.
I am a monster Ian Thornley fan and a Big Wreck fan as well. I mean, anybody that's a guitar player, if you don't know who Ian Thornley is, it's spelled how it sounds. Look it up. Berkeley boy, but I mean, it's homegrown talent anyway, right? It doesn't.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
The school didn't matter. He is, I think, one of the most underrated guitarists that's in rock right now.
Yeah, and the band as well. They should be exploding all over the world, not just in Canada. I saw them in 2016 when I was over visiting Paul and doing. And in fact, I was getting an old album of mine remastered by Terry Brown. And that same week was
Peter Moore. Peter Moore.
Peter Moore, rest in peace, Peter. Another guy taken with cancer. Fuck. So, but Carefest was on as a festival in Oakville, 2-day festival. April Wine were headlining on the Saturday, I think. But Big Wreck were headlining on the Friday. And that was that was my first time seeing them, and I just fell in love with them immediately. So
amazing.
Massive.
That's awesome.
No,
so I've got the whole band signed at, including Paulo Netta, who usually plays with Ian when it's the Thornley band. So that's one of our guitars. I got Rick Emmett to sign a guitar. And
I'll show you this right here. So right there, that blue. Yeah. That blue. There's Kim Mitchell right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, Terry's working on that one. And Terry's other half, her daughter is married to the lead singer for Billy Talent. So I have one signed by Billy Talent signed the whole band signed a guitar for me too, right? So
well, that's cool.
So we're gonna have some goodies, including the scotch and trying to get Alex and Getty to sign some things for us, and we're building up a little arsenal of auction items. And all that, any money we raise from those items will go directly to the charity. We won't. There's no processing fee, whatever.
It's just
we're
goes
just
right
going
to
to donate
Right
all
on.
that to
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing.
Cool.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
And it's all happening soon.
So it is. It's getting
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Hence the wine.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
No
so
pressure.
Friday, August 1st, Saturday, August 2nd.
Yeah.
And so RushFest, so RushFest Canada .ca. Check that out. Paul, it's all over your website as well.
Yep.
And so is there anywhere else they can get tickets, or is that just it for now?
Massey
That's
Hall
it.
website, but
The
all
links
these
take you
Massey Hall
directly to
website.
Massey Hall.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
so you can
Yeah.
log into Massey Hall as well. So those are
Yeah.
specific dates.
Yeah.
It's all for cancer research and at Sunnybrook Hospital. What
Yeah.
an incredible thing you guys are doing.
It's amazing.
Thanks, yeah.
And
It's great
applaud
fun to
you.
meet.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on the show as well.
This
you
has
know,
been
thank
great.
you
We
guys.
hope to see you there and buy you a drink in person.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
wonderful.
There we
man.
go. Yeah.
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 yeah,
Jonathan's
definitely
paying.
will. Thank you so much. And everybody, rock on. Have a great night.
But just a
Yeah,
quick
rock
one.
on.
This
Oh, yeah,
Saturday is less formal. It's a smaller venue. It's brand new. It's the renovations they made to Massey Hall. So
Yeah.
if you go to the
Yep.
back of Massey Hall, it's all brand new and it's got
Oh,
elevators.
the new
and
bar
that.
setup there is really nice.
Oh, so it's going to be in
Yes.
there.
Yeah, it's going to be in there. And
Okay. Yep.
so we have two big tribute bands, 2112, like we mentioned earlier, and Permanent Waves. We're going to have an all-star band with musicians from all over. It's not even rehearsed. We're just going to go up and what song do you know? What song we'll play? We got Kevin and Jay Anderson is going to be a short guest on Friday, but a longer guest on Saturday. He co-wrote all the Clockwork Angels books with Neil. Plus, he is a major since Frank Herbert died. He's been writing all the Dune novels with Frank's son. So he's a pretty big guy and a really nice guy.
cool.
A good up and coming artist. We should support him. Let's hope he does well.
Yeah, let's hope he does
you
well.
go.
Yeah. Dune 410 or whatever. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. And Nina, of course, she's in a band called Femmes of Rock in the US. They do a lot of covers of all the famous rock bands, Van Halen, Rush, all those stuff. And Alex is the one that pointed her out to me that when she plays electric violin, she's got so much effects on it that it sounds like she's playing the guitar. So she can make the electric violin sound just like a guitar. So she's up as a special guest, and she was, like I say, pointed out to us by Alex and Alex's sister, and so she's going to be a highlight. And yeah, we had Dave Barrett.
amazing.
We've got a lot of really cool musicians that are going to kind of sub in with moving pictures during the Friday, and it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. Yep.
It's gonna be awesome.
Sounds unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's exactly what you're saying. If you're a casual Rush fan, this sounds like it's something that you really would enjoy and need to go to. And if you are a high-end Rush fan like you two fine gentlemen,
you have to be there.
You would die to be there. Yeah.
Well, one last one. So we also have a gentleman named Adi Berg, and he rewrote Red Sector A. Just a haunting version. I first heard it and I was broken down to tears. And he wrote it in tribute to his father, who was in the concentration camps. I think he was at 12 when they get liberated the camps. And he went into the German barracks and found a violin and took it with him and brought it all the way to Canada. And so Jacob Moon sings a song. It's unbelievable how good he is. Nina's going to do the violin on it and probably play the actual violin that was liberated from the concentration camp. So that's going to be another barn burner. That would be one.
Absolutely.
Everybody would be, you won't see that anywhere else, basically. Yeah.
No, that sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. Well, thank you again, Steve, as well,
thank
of course.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys. Awesome. And good luck with the final prep, the final stretch.
Yep.
Yeah, we got the rehearsals booked. We got everything. The hotels booked. It's actually almost done. It's like, okay.
It
Awesome.
sounds great. Have an excellent day, guys, and we will see you soon, as well as most of the people listening. Go buy some tickets. Even if you don't show up, just buy tickets.
Just support.
Support it.
Thank you.
Everything we have over our costs is definitely donate right to the charity. So that's the main thing.
Love it to hear. All right.
Thank you,
Rock
gentlemen.
on, everybody.
See you
All
there.
the best.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Looking forward.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.